I'd be curious to know what some of the different actors, what you felt like you learned from it. Like, I assume maybe most of you hadn't been in things before, so there was a lot. But what kind of things did you learn?
That's a good question. Let's start down at the end and then come down.
Dun dun dun.
I guess the freedom, like being able to act a certain way, a way that I'm not able to act when I'm out there with my friends. You know, it's just releasing everything that I have inside and that I want to let out, but I can't because I have to put up that, follow the rule type of face on, and that's what I like. That's what I like. Escaping.
I think I learned how to react with people around me in more of a sense that I can take what they're doing and be able to work with it, that kind of thing.
Learned a little bit about trust, just trusting that people put in their work, and if they put in theirs and I remember mine, then it'll show.
I learned that I'm still nervous to speak in front of people.
I learned that it's kind of hard to be in front of people, so that's one of my major impressions that I have. That it's not too bad, the way I thought at first, That's what I learned.
I learned a little more about self-confidence and actually being able to get up and do stuff in front of people. I mean, I can be all goody-goody and buddy-buddy with my close-knit group of friends or in my cell or whatever, but this taught me I could do it with other people. It also taught me to appreciate and give a little more respect to the actual actors and professional people that do this kind of thing for a living, because this is hard work, people. So if you think about doing it, don't go in it as a joke. That's all I'm going to say. Because if you're not willing to die for this thing, don't do it.
You want me to learn something too?
What did you learn?
Oh. I think I learned that I always have very high expectations and high hopes, and I don't know how to put those in words oftentimes. So I've been learning how to do that better.
Thanks.
We learned about a lot of famous people in production and like the history of production. Now we learned a lot about their like warm-up techniques, projection techniques, enunciation techniques, and things like that.
I learned to be more comfortable with myself, to accept who I really am and how I might be perceived by somebody else, and that don't matter as long as I'm happy with me.
I learned to be a follower. You got to listen to what's going on stage, and you got to follow what somebody else is doing, and it's going to go your way. And you got to just, off the top, you got to step in line. And you got to listen, that's that kinesthetic response. You got to be able to respond to what's going on and to follow that and make it look like it's supposed to be done.
I've actually relearned something. I relearned how to enjoy myself more, to kind of let go of all that out there, the seriousness and all that's included in it, and just come in here and enjoy myself and just let it out. And that was a relearning process, I think. So
I learned how to work and develop a character, and I also learned, I think more than learning anything, I just had a good experience of kind of confronting a fear and going in front of a bunch of people and doing it. So.
Yeah, I learned a newfound respect for theater professionals. This is hard. It's really hard. I thought it was going to be easy. It's not. There's so much more than just memorizing lines. I learned how to listen to my fellow actors and learn that you have to have that trust there in order to be able to do this. And if you don't have that trust for your fellow actors and your director, then it's not possible at all. And, this was a lot of fun. There was a lot of stress, but a lot of fun.
I learned that I'm not getting any younger, and my memory is right there with it. So memorizing things is kind of difficult from one day to the next. One day I can have it down like it ain't nothing, and then the next day, as I was learning my lines, I would forget and I'd have to relearn. So I kind of learned how I learned, if that makes any sense. So this class kind of helped me along those lines. So now when I take those techniques and I apply them to my other classes, and I can, if I'm just trying to memorize something. But that also helps me learn the actual material that I'm because I'm getting old.
You're not that old.
Memory's not the same.